I'm standing next to the 2025 Genesis GV80. This has the company's 3.5 turbocharged V6. This is the Prestige with all-wheel drive. Starting price here is at $79,800. With all the bells and whistles, this one stickers for $82,075. If you guys are in the market for a Genesis, be sure to check out Homestead Genesis and they will get you into your next vehicle. Let's take a look at the 2025 Genesis GV80, which is refreshed for 2025. Like I mentioned, this is the Prestige model with all-wheel drive. I love the beautiful silver exterior paint here with the gloss black and chrome trim. Now, looking at the differences for 2025, you also have this LED daytime running light with this LED turn signal with these multi-styled LED pods here for the actual headlights. You get it at the top portion and at the lower portion here for the automatic high beam. There's front parking sensors, a lot of chrome work here in the front fascia. I love this large crest grille with the new Genesis wing there. This is front facing camera. This also has a 360 camera, so you guys can look around this vehicle. I'll show you guys that once we get inside the actual interior and look at that new display that Genesis offers here. Now, stepping away from the vehicle, as you guys can see, nothing really changed because this is a refresh, not a new generation of the vehicle. This is just a refresh here, so they changed the bumper, added more technology and standard features here. But looking at the side profile, this has a 116.2-inch wheelbase with an overall length of 194.5. So really good proportions here in the luxury SUV segment here. I love these updated wheels here with these large Genesis brakes here. These are a 265/40 Michelin tire. The wrapped in is 22-inch rim design, massive rotors and massive brakes to give this vehicle good stopping power. And the side marker here is not going to be on the actual mirror cap. It's going to be here on the actual side fender, which is full LED, more chrome, more gloss black trim. That's how you lock the vehicle here via this little square area there. Nice chrome work here to the actual door handle, more gloss black trim. This also has the roof rails with this massive panoramic sunroof, which actually opens. Some competitors don't even offer that or offer a sunroof in general. But making our way towards the rear of the vehicle, the rear basically stayed the same with these stacked full LED tail lights, which is a reverse light, brake light, and turn signal. This also has all-wheel drive with the 3.5 T badge to signify you have the larger V6 engine. There's your reflectors down here. There's a rear parking sensor. It spells out Genesis, which is really nice. The GV80 badge is there, your rear wiper. And there's this digital camera system, which is integrated here. I wish Genesis would have tucked the rear wiper underneath here. If you guys are wondering where's the actual trunk release, the button's gonna be right here. And it's power opening, as you guys can see. It opens pretty quick. This one does not have the actual third row. You guys can't get a third row in the GV80. And this does have 34.9 cubic feet of space with the seats folded up. There's some LED lights back here. Lifting up this nice plush carpet here, it does reveal the tonneau cover and some storage. And to fold down the rear seats here, just press this button here. It will power fold just with a single touch. That expands the cargo to 84 or 80 cubic feet of space, which is pretty good. And as you guys can see, that second row seat is slid back and the seat stopped itself from going. And as you guys can see, there's more carpets back here. There's a first aid kit and your front license plate. So Genesis does give you some really nice accessories. But let's hop into the interior of the GV80. Let's take a look at the interior of the GV80. As you guys see, my model is complemented by this beautiful brown interior with these nice brown seat belts with the beautiful silver exterior paint. So it does complement this interior very well. As you guys can see, there's this massive 27-inch OLED curved display here. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I thought it was wireless. It's not wireless. You have to use a Type-C port in order to have that functionality to display on the screen. So sadly, guys, I cannot show you the beautiful Apple CarPlay, but let's shut the door here. And this also has soft closed doors here, and you're greeted by a beautiful GV80 in the actual instrument cluster there. But starting up the vehicle here, just press the start stop button right there. You'll hear that V6 come to life. And as you guys can see here, this camera here watches your face because it does have Genesis. 90, or even sorry about that. It does have Genesis driver's assistance. This also has a beautiful heads-up display, which shows very crisp, very clear. The headliner here is going to have this suede Alcantara finish to it. Beautiful leather here. This also has a B&O sound system. You can also power fold the mirrors in, adjust the mirrors via this control here. Just your lock switch. Very premium tactile feel to the controls here. Two-person memory seats. It's going to be nicely padded. And I love the wood trim here with this different coloration inserted into the actual wood. Nice leather here. There's your trunk release, illumination switch. There's downhill assist control, your traction controls here. That wood is continue over to the actual dash here. Like I mentioned, this camera does watch your face. This also has paddle shifters here for the 8-speed automatic transmission. There's your controls here, which feels very premium. So Genesis is paying attention to details. I love the new Genesis wing there. I like the nice 3-spoke wheel design, very thick rim. And you can also customize this screen here if you would like. Going up here, you can show different things like your current trip. You can also show a map display there, as you guys can see. So Genesis is sweating the details here with their refresh GV80. The dash is also lower now, and it's going to be finished with leather. There's also this digital rearview camera mirror. So if you guys have rear passengers and the heads are in the way, you can't really see, just flip that, and now it shows you that digital image of the rear view. And this also has tri-zone climate control with 3-level heated and cooled seats. You can also waft a perfume smell throughout this vehicle here. The cooled seats actually blow very cold air. I like the nice metal feel for the actual buttons here. Nice feedback. The wood is continued over here. You can also close this off to give it a nice look. There's some shortcut buttons here for home, back, menu. And this is this rotary knob here if you guys do not want to touch this LCD display. As you guys can see, I have my phone connected via the Bluetooth. Sadly, I cannot show you guys the beautiful wireless Apple CarPlay like other reviews have probably shown you guys before. As you guys can see, you can also go through the different calls. You want to call somebody, just use this rotary knob here. But sadly, guys, I cannot show you the actual display for the wireless CarPlay because it doesn't have wireless. But Genesis say they should be updating this because it does have wireless over-the-air updates. There's 2 cup holders here. This is the actual key fob, which is nice. Genesis does give you 2 key fobs, a black and a white one. For my test model has a black and white key fob. I'm not sure if you guys will have the same one. This is your preset system here if you guys want to set up your presets and use your finger to scan it. There's an auto hold. Put in the vehicle into reverse here, foot on the brake and switch it to the left. There's a top-down 360 view. And there's different angles here around this vehicle. I wouldn't expect nothing less. As you guys can see, you can go here, you can go around the vehicle, which the vehicle is not actually white, it's silver, so that's a small nitpick. But I think you can change the color. Oh, you cannot, sadly, but this does have trajectory with front and rear parking sensors. Kicking it down here, gently going to neutral, going to drive, switch it again, and click P for park. Nice metal trim there. This is your button to access the camera there. As you guys can see, it pops up very quickly. Your parking sensors, automatic start stop. You can also lock the center diff here if you guys want to take this vehicle off-road. There's different drive modes. There's eco, comfort, sport, my mode, and snow. Like I mentioned, this does have all-wheel drive. Press this pressure pad here. It does reveal a good amount of storage here in the area. You gotta lift this tray up. It's a deeper storage in there. I like how it's continuing with that beautiful leather. You can slide the seat forward and back via this control here, tilt it up or tilt it back to give this passenger here some more space. And above me, this does have the panoramic sunroof with those crossbars. You guys can also take those off if you guys are wondering. It does give you this little kit to unlock and lock the actual crossbars up there. Like I mentioned, that leather's continued onto the dash. Open this up, it does reveal a large glove box. It's lined with felt. Personally speaking, Genesis did a really good job, and I love this massive 27-inch OLED display here. Really nice materials in this vehicle, and I wouldn't expect nothing less. But let's hop into the back seat of the GV80. After getting out of the front seat of the GV80, let's take a look at the back seat here. As you guys can see, that beautiful brown is continued into the actual back seat here. And like I mentioned, my model does not have the optional 3-row. You guys can get it, but remember, it's going to be additional money. And the rear legroom space back there is going to be at 30.3 inches of rear legroom space. Now let's take a look at the door panel materials here. Beautiful leather, nice stitching here, nice wood, chrome work here for the door handle. This also has the B&O sound system. There's your lock controls here, premium quality switch gear here. I wouldn't expect nothing less. It's Genesis, nicely padded, more brown and more stitching here with chrome work. And there's an area here for the storage if you guys want to put something in here. It says Genesis and the door seal. You can also fold down the seat via this control support, and lay it back if you would like via this control here, which is electronically. But getting inside here, pretty good step in height. It's an SUV. As you guys can see, I do have plenty of foot space underneath the driver's seat. Shutting the door here, sounds very solid. And looking here at the headliner, here's going to be a suede material with this nice grab handle. Here's going to be LED lights throughout this interior with this massive panoramic sunroof here. Press this here and it does reveal a little vanity mirror so you guys can check on yourself, especially if you're going on a date night. And there's gonna be an LED light in there as well, which is very premium. It shows that Genesis is paying attention to design. This also has tri-zone climate control with 3-level heated and cool seats. The cool seats feel very cold, especially the temperature is getting a little hot outside. You can also slide the seat forward and back and tilt it if you guys want to get a little bit more comfortable if you're this passenger over here. And I also love the brown seat belts. Once again, Genesis is paying attention to details. Pull this down, it does reveal 2 cup holders in storage. In here it is also going to be lined with actual felt inside that area there. And like I mentioned, once again, this does not have the optional 3rd row. And Genesis says this has 38.7 inches of rear legroom space. So very comfortable here in the 2nd row. If you guys get the 3rd row, like I mentioned, 30.3 inches of rear legroom space. There's 2 Type-C ports with the household outlet. So Genesis does give you some nice features. I wish they would have had the actual tablets, but I'm pretty sure you guys probably have iPads for your kids and whatnot. But overall, the back seat of the GV80 does not feel like a penalty box. It feels very premium back here with these nice materials. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the refreshed GV80 Prestige with all-wheel drive. This is the company's 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, which makes 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. As the GV80 sits here with all-wheel drive, it weighs in around 5,000 plus pounds. Fuel economy is rated at 16 in the city, 22 on the highway, and 19 combined. And yes, you guys can still get the 2.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder, which makes 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. And this model here can tow up to 6,000 pounds. So we're gonna do a short drive here with the GV80. Let's do a quick acceleration run here, really quick. I'm gonna come to a stop. I'm gonna put it in its actual different drive modes, which is going to be, for some reason, guys, oh, here we go. I haven't done a car review in so long. I'm gonna brake boost it. Oh, that's what a 3.5-liter twin turbo gets you. Mind you, this vehicle makes 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. And yes, you can shift your own gears if you would like via these paddle shifters. Fuel economy is rated at 16 in the city, 22 on the highway, and 19 combined. I am so surprised Genesis has not done a plug-in hybrid or even a hybrid or even an electric version of the GV80 here. It also has heads-up display, this massive OLED 27-inch display here, which is very high resolution. It's actually a continuous piece. There's no partition here or something blocking the screen, you know, instead of Genesis putting 2 separate screens and then saying that it's 27 inches, they just gave you a full display here, which is very supportive and snappy. If you guys are driving, which I'm gonna demonstrate right now, you could just use this rotary knob here so you can keep your eyes on the road. This also has Genesis driver's assistance tech, which this camera here watches your face like I showed you guys from the inside scene. And you can tone it back down and put it in its eco or comfort mode. This also has adaptive suspension, so it will, you know, give you even a more comfortable ride. This does have a digital review camera mirror, as you guys can see behind me. If I flip this down, you have a mirror there. And if you don't want it, you could just basically make it more modern with the digital mirror there. Above me, there's this massive panoramic sunroof. There's also LED lights throughout this interior. I wouldn't expect Genesis not to give us full LEDs, of course, especially at this price point. Also, this does have a massage function. As you guys can see, you can do pelvis, waist, full body, and the cool seats blow very nice cold air, especially on this warm, somewhat spring day. I think it's the first day of spring. I think today's April 1st. Let me know in the comment section, guys, if it's spring or not. I don't even know if it's spring or not, but. And this does give you a wireless phone charging pad. I love the nice haptic feedback here from this display here. You can close this off. That wood trim continues throughout this interior. The cool seats, once again, they blow very cold air. And this massage here, I'm actually getting a massage and it feels very comfortable, very cozy in this vehicle here. And it feels really good. And I actually like that Genesis does give you all these nice features here, especially for this price point. The performance is good. Like I said, I'm on a very, very short drive. I have to go to another dealer to film some more content, so I can't be too long here at this dealership. But let me know what you guys think about the GV80, and is it actually worth the $82,000 that Genesis is asking for? After spending time with the 2025 Genesis GV80, this vehicle does have a very smooth ride quality, and I love the changes that Genesis have made for 2025. Hope you guys have enjoyed this full review on the 2025 Genesis GV80, and I will see you all in the next video.